what is the best thing about fostering?
Being a dad.
Yeah.
It's nice to be a dad. It's nice to, it's providing the structure and routine for a young one whose life that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's providing the aha moments, taking the current kids we've got to their first game of AFL, like the first time they've ever been to the MCG. I remember when my parents took me to Disneyland for the first time. You can't recreate that. You can't emulate that any other way other than just by being there and doing it.
Well, I love it. I went into fostering. My husband and I have been married 20 years. We actually had talked about fostering even before we were married. We wanted to be able to give back in some way, and just like the idea of being able to foster and look after the kids that otherwise needed a home. And
best thing about fostering, in my opinion, is probably being able to when you have other kids come, they can be from like different cultures, and so you can also learn about stuff like that, and you could also learn just like how their story's been, and how they've had to go through life. Sometimes it's a struggle, so you get to learn about that.
The best thing about fostering for me is just seeing the small changes that take place in these children. I see the most wonderful relationship with my young person and my dog. I see her enjoying things like going outside and walking and playing sport. We sat down and read her report the other day, and her effort has gone from fairly average to very good and excellent, and the pride that she takes in that. I think they're the really important things around foster care.
The best thing about fostering is helping other kids, and I've found it a really good experience for our kids because I think they're probably quite empathetic because of it. They understand that not all kids have stability that they have, and your kids will all end up the welfare officer at school basically because they're going to have kids come to them and go, hey, what about this, what about that? And so when they hit grade 6, they'll all be the wellbeing leader.
I actually was the wellbeing leader, so...
So was your brother.
Yeah, we're all the wellbeing leader.
I remember a little boy that we had come to us, and being truthful, it was a bit of a tougher story. He was 2 when he came to us, and potentially had been kind of neglected and hadn't hit quite a few developmental milestones, particularly walking. He spent a lot of time in his cot and a pram. And it was just such a joy in those, we had him for about 6 weeks, and he learnt to walk and start talking in the 6 weeks he lived with us. And I still remember just feeling so grateful to have been able to give him those moments and be part of them, and his little face when he started walking and being able to follow our kids around, it was just glorious.